The Galactic Combat Academy's Grand Hall fell silent as instructor Vexmar activated the training blade. The weapon hummed with energy, its edge calibrated to deliver pain without permanent damage. The perfect tool for teaching soft species the reality of combat without casualties. Today's lesson, Vexmar announced to the assembled cadets from 40 different worlds, is the difference between simulation and reality. Cadet Robinson, the human, stepped forward. David Robinson, unremarkable by human standards, average height, average build, 3 years of military experience on Earth before joining the galactic program. The other cadets relaxed. Humans were known for their endurance, not their reflexes. The Zealothi were faster, the Kreks stronger, the Valdorians had better reaction times. You will demonstrate defensive techniques against an armed opponent, Vexmar continued, his 4 arms moving in a combat stance that had made his species the galaxy's premier weapons instructors. Defend yourself. Vexmar lunged, the training blade cutting through the air at a speed most species couldn't track. The typical response was to dodge, block with training armor, or simply accept the hit and learn from the pain. Robinson caught the blade, not the handle, the blade itself. His bare hand closed around the humming energy edge, and the smell of burning flesh immediately filled the air. But his grip didn't loosen. Cadet! Vexmar tried to pull the weapon back, but Robinson's hand wouldn't release it. The safety protocols will. There are no safety protocols in war, Robinson said quietly. Blood was now running down his arm, the training blade's energy field cauterizing even as it cut. His eyes never left Vexmar's. First lesson my drill sergeant taught me. Pain is just information. Decide what to do with it. With his other hand, Robinson struck, not at Vexmar, but at the weapon's power coupling. The blade died instantly. Then he yanked it forward, pulling the larger instructor off balance, and drove his elbow into what would be a nerve cluster on most humanoid species. Vexmar dropped. Robinson stood there, the deactivated blade still gripped in his bloody hand, addressing the stunned cadets. Anyone here been in actual combat? Not simulations, not training. Real combat where someone was trying to kill you. Silence. A few Krathani shifted uncomfortably. Their species were warriors, but these were academy students, not veterans. I have, Robinson continued, pulling the blade from his mangled palm with a wet sound that made several cadets gag. 3 years in the resource wars on Earth. You know what the difference is between training and reality. He held up his bloody hand, flesh charred and split. In training, you avoid injury. In reality, sometimes the only way to survive is to accept the injury and use it. This hand will heal. But if this had been real combat and I dodged instead of catching, instructor, Vexmar's second strike would have killed me. Cadet Yeltsin, a promising Asterian telepath, projected confusion. But the pain is happening, Robinson agreed. Right now, my nervous system is screaming. But pain and damage aren't the same thing. Pain says, something is wrong. Damage says, something is broken. This, he flexed his bloody fingers, grimacing. This is pain with acceptable damage. I can still fight. Vexmar was getting back up, his respect for the human evident in his posture. Cadet Robinson is correct. Computer, replay the attack at 1/10 speed. The holographic replay showed what most had missed. The moment Robinson caught the blade, Vexmar had already been moving into a follow-up strike that would have been impossible to dodge. By catching the blade and accepting the injury, Robinson had changed the entire dynamic of the fight. In the Zealothi martial arts, a slim, blue-skinned cadet ventured. We are taught that accepting injury is defeat. For you, maybe, Robinson said, wrapping his hand with strips torn from his uniform. Your species heals slowly, scars permanently. Humans? We heal fast, scar tough, and our ancestors survived by sometimes taking the hit to deliver the killing blow. We hunted mammoths by letting them gore us so others could strike. We beat stronger predators by being willing to bleed for victory. He turned to Vexmar and held out the training blade handle first. Your weapon, instructor. Sorry about the blood. Vexmar took it, noting the human blood slowly dripping from the edge. Class? Observe Cadet Robinson's hand over the next week. Watch how quickly humans repair damage that would cripple most species. Understand that when fighting humans, they don't calculate risk the way we do. Robinson was already walking to the medical station, leaving bloody footprints. Oh, an instructor? Next time, use 2 blades. This was too easy. The silence that followed was different than before. It was the silence of prey animals realizing they were in the presence of a predator that didn't hunt like anything they understood. A predator that would catch the blade just to get close enough to strike.